Random old world gadgets all over the place here.
What do you think of this place?
I have a feeling this is going to get me in trouble. Oh my. Well, that looks like fun. It's so convenient that they made sure to mark exactly how you're supposed to configure it.
You can make something from that.
Come on. And it means I have to use this. Break my way out. Change back to my real melee weapon. There should be another couple of old world gadgets while we're down here.
Good.
There's one. Wow. That one took a lot more moves than I expected.
Can't find better than this.
Okay. That was awkward. Yeah, it looks like that'll be the last thing we need to interact with. Yank. Wow, some of these would be really hard if I didn't have, like, tons of moves. Not having to be efficient with moves is kind of nice. Oh no. Okay. What was I say? That's trouble.
The plants are so thick you can barely move.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the green ATM. Hey, that looks like clean water. Through the window again.
That
Finally.
seems to be enough guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition. He's surprised the Merc-Puff's been able to hold its breath all this time.
Okay, so it's a big old turtle.
It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused. Being undersurf has meant the Merc-Puff has been left alone to munch on the root. This
Okay.
means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others.
Yep.
He's sure there's enough time to confront the Merc-Puff, but he worries if the world has enough years left to last his lifetime, even if you stop the World Eaters.
Okay. Okay. Well, looks like we're going. Oh. Okay. That one wasn't very far away. He was just chilling right on top of that. Okay. I'm not totally sure how to avoid getting hit by whatever he hit me with. I guess I did have to dodge the last second, because... yeah, this is going to be... Ow! Okay, the mechanics on this one aren't as pleasant as I was hoping. Oh, why is that down? Why is that down? Why is that down? Why did spacebar make me go down? Ow. Okay, get to phase 2, please. Can we go to the surface? Yes, please. Please. Oh, now I have to deal with depth charges, and I can't fight him. Do I just keep pressing it? No? Okay. Ow. And you just play with one of those. We're just going to keep spamming. Okay, now it has, like, crazy breath attack. Why the fireworks work underwater is beyond me. I mean, there's no way that they're sealed well enough. This is a lot easier to dodge than whatever happened to me at first. Fighting all the bosses where most of your abilities mean nothing is kinda anticlimactic. And that's being nice.
That was the last of them. You've sealed the fate of the tribe and the tree. It's time for the end game. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. He never told anyone about what's next, but he's sure it involves you. Just continue to stay true to yourself and respect others whatever happens.
Okay.
You've become their pride, the guiding light of the tribe. It's time to return to the tree one last time. He's learned you discovered and activated the last of the arcs. How exciting. Old doesn't always mean bad, especially when talking about tech from the before times.
Okay.
Just imagine how much more of the world you can see in the Ark, now that the world's still going to be around. You fought well for the world. You can be proud of that, no matter what.
Okay.
Questions if you could possibly have...
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next.
Why?
Another
you
scientist.
don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count. But you know you can't go on.
I think we can...
And we'll see if...
Almost can't speak. He's so happy. Wiz knows it's the same old, but he...
There we go.
Says you should take it.
And I got one more, and I know who I want. But I don't know if he'll come with me. I'm taking all the science people because if we go off world, then that's who we're going to need.
Just soak it all up. He doesn't regret rejecting his seat on the Ark. He's prepared for whatever the world has. Gizmo will always make time for you. You still
Can I
have
ask him
your
again?
legs after meeting the Eastern World Eater?
Nope.
He...
Nope. He straight up rejected it. Can't ask him again. Okay. Well, then who are we going to take? Well, we haven't done anything over here yet. So, we've already got Nova. We got Wiz. We got Nako. Well, would take Gulp, but he's a bad influence. Hey, Clink could work. Clink knows about old world tech.
Wonders how you managed to unlock yourself an ark. That's the way to unlock it. You've unlocked it, but the world's doing fine, so feels like it's too bad you spent so much time. Says he hears there are open seats.
So,
Yep.
what we have here is an opportunity to
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone.
But you know you can't go on without
They really
me.
should have made
Even
these
if I'm bad
conversations
company.
specific to each person you're inviting.
I think we can.
Kind of loses impact when it's the same.
Wishes he could go with you, but he doesn't want your pity. Click says he's locked on.
Okay.
Says you should take it easy.
Yeah. Click says no. Okay. Who else? I think we already turned down Moog. We decided to take Boom. Well, maybe we'll go see if Moog wants to go after all. Because I think that's the last of the major characters. Yeah, out of date in the Ark. Those are the last two quests, so let's go see if Moog wants to arm the thing up for me. We'll try and ask him again. And hope for the best.
Says he gets it. Who gets? Moog's glad you keep coming back.
I guess I can't. Okay. I'm going to have to go find someone random to just offer an Ark seat to. I wasn't planning to offer to the fisherman. Or Choo Choo for that matter, but I'm... Huh. I don't think I can fill that out. Wasn't planning on Goop either. Well, I'm gonna say... that, yeah, I'm kind of out of luck on filling that last seat. Unless I want to take Gulp. I can take a drinking buddy. Why not? He probably won't come with me anyway. Hey, big guy.
Gulp says he's happy for you. Even hard to know what you do with an ark.
Yeah.
Says he's ready to toast your effort. Wants to know if you might want a master blender along.
So, what we
Come
have
on.
here is an opportunity.
You're a bad influence.
You don't.
If you want to go
But you know you.
There we go.
Cannot believe you chose him to go along. Says he's going to come up with a glorious new...
Okay.
It's hard to understand the guzzle, but it's something about flip-flop the flip-flops and not getting sauced. Understands you have things to...
There we go. The arc is complete. So, any side quests we want to do before we just go and end this? We'll go take care of that. Looks like today is going to be shorter than I even expected. That's outside the camp. As interesting as the game's been, I'm really not interested in attempting to even fake 100%ing this. I'm not going to say it hasn't been a good time, but honestly,
Nothing like light to brighten your day.
Mildly overstayed its welcome. Although I feel better about it than I did at the beginning, which is saying something, because I was pretty frustrated at first.
Yes, some e-waste for you.
I'm hoping for one more boss that isn't all separate vehicular mechanics from everything else I've acquired. That's the vain hope, at least.
Bomber Ball Stop, the Bang Village.
No, there's a weapon upgrade bench. Perfect. We'll just break down stuff to get whatever resources we need to upgrade a weapon at this point.
Seems like a timer. Maybe you can help them stop it before it stops on its own. Says they hadn't thought of that before.
Okay.
Thinks if that's a bomb, then it's a...
Yeah, it's definitely a big one.
If that goes off around here, it... How far away do they have to get? Thinks you're the only...
Everything's so bright.
I mean, sure, if you like that sort of thing.
Just close your eyes if reality's too much for you.
You're too much for me.
Only because you're not used to watching a winner.
See,
a bang ball with the numbers unbalanced means catastrophe. Better line them up to stop the mechanism from going off.
Here we go. That's... Oh, storage room?
You can't really understand your story till it's done.
Yeah, bunch of loot. Okay with this. Oh, wow. Loses 6% crit, though. I'll have to check that muzzle out. What's up here? Oh. Okay.
Says anyone who can stop a tiki bomb is welcome here.
Clothes, gear bits, ranged parts. Nothing I need. Gear bits. Clothes. I'm not interested in melee parts. What do you got?
Asks you... See...
Rifle, automatic rifle. Oh, dead accurate? That's probably worth having.
Maybe more than you wanted to spend?
I'm not worried about spending too much at this point. It's already an automatic rifle.
A deal to be proud of. The bright time is the right time to start your day.
Let's crawl our way up here. Look at the upgrade bench. Well, that's the gear bench. Is the weapon bench? Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I still need more rubber and more plastic, which that's fine. But let's modify it first, and then start breaking things down till we can upgrade it. So the muzzle, we do not have a better muzzle. Magazine. Yeah, no, that's still our best magazine.
Eventually, you're gonna figure something out.
That lowers the fire rate a lot. It's already accurate enough. Okay. Not going to change that. Or that. Or that. Okay, yeah. That's the best we got for everything. Okay. So how much do we need to upgrade it? So 47 and 47. So rubber and plastic. Just start breaking stuff down until we get it. Gear.
Those are the kind of things you need. Broke it down to the basics.
Well. And now that we did that, we'll go with legs. Ooh, that had some good plastic on it. I'd like to see the amount of resources I have for all of them at this point. Let's get good plastic. Plastic. Stick. Hey, we're doing good. All right. Let's see. What's our resources? Craft. Yeah, that looks like we're good. Modify. Upgrade. Yes, upgrade. Okay, so it has one more level I can upgrade it, and that's not going to happen because that's expensive. Well, let's hit up out of date and close this out. I'm going to be really disappointed if there's not another fight, though. So if there's not a little bit more to this, I will be surprised.
Out of
Because
date
if they
says
want me
the
to go back
signs of the end of the
and
world
just do
are
side stuff
everywhere.
at this point,
It
which
seems
isn't
nature is
a
preparing
problem,
to take revenge.
but it feels like there's still a bit of the arc
The day of
story
reckoning
left.
is coming, and you are invited. He can feel you're approaching the end date. If you haven't decided whom of all like-minded, light-hearted beings you've met have earned a seat on the Ark yet, it's time to do that now. Then grasp your last chance to make sure Lupa Lupin stopped for good. The tree settled its score, but it left yours half done. He says you need to see Lupa Lupin eye to eye one last time. He's happy to help.
Okay.
Wouldn't be surprised if you met again.
No, really, because you're kind of my quest hub at this point. Why wouldn't we meet again? I just can't possibly imagine. And I can't fast travel from in here. And there isn't a fast travel point right at the place anyway, so... We'll scurry our little furry butt over here. Come on, don't get stuck. I've used levitate to get out of places that's gotten me stuck more times than I think was intended. Then again, I keep trying to traverse places that they really don't want me traversing. But they always look traversable.
It's not just anyone that's awake and moving.
Okay. Whoop. All right, here we are. He's been trapped for a while. Maybe he's learned a lesson.
Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Lupa Lupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe. That the world seems to survive doesn't mean he must. He hopes you agree, even if it goes against your light-hearted nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Myriad tribe is building. But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it.
Yeah.
Lupa Lupin's own fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him.
Okay. He's gonna attack me again?
And let the tribe handle it.
Not a chance. Wait, what? What's going on with my ranged weapon? It said no ranged weapon? Gear. Main hand. Ranged. Ugh. That could have been bad. I wasn't intending to get rid of you, but you're making it real hard on me, buddy.
The Sifu is ready to step into the fray. Are the odds about to change in your favor?
The odds are in my favor already. Hey, 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 hey. Leave him alone.
If a friend dies, something inside you dies. You can save the Sifu by making yourself a target. You're
I've been up the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, this wasn't the boss fight I was expecting, but whatever.
Shockwaves spread when the world crumbles. This is not a prophecy, me telling you about the future. It's you shaping it. Here's a vulgar display of power.
Wow. Need a beefy one. They're just trying to make it impossible to forgive him.
The more he
Like,
does, the stronger he becomes.
I mean, I'm just going to continue to rain lightning at him, and then bullets in between. Okay, I totally dodged the wrong way.
It's time you remember who the real enemy is and stop playing the game his way.
That's not exactly an option. Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing his way. I'm throwing lightning at him. I'm half immortal while I'm throwing lightning at him, so...
This is how it ends. The Predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
All right.
So, what we have here is a clear matter of life and death, and only you can make a difference.
I've been intending to let him go. Screw it. We'll do it anyway.
You continue
They've made
to
it really
make
hard.
bad decisions and mistakes. Oh, it never ends.
It's easy to make a good decision when there's only one option. The only mistake here is you.
My mistake is letting you speak. My conviction is that the world would be a better place without your voice.
Convincing yourself
No,
doesn't
no,
win the
no.
argument. In the end, we won't remember the words of our enemies, but the silences of our friends.
The weak can't forgive. Forgiveness is a strength. It's not all life and death.
He better not make me regret this.
It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand.
If he makes me regret this, I'm going to be unhappy. Do I have to do anything down here? No? Alright.
Do you wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You've walked the thin line between survival and disaster and haven't lost your balance yet. It's because of you the Tree of Life and the world has been given a second chance. You carried the light in a world full of dark and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Myriad tribe and acted on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other.
Truth.
This isn't the end. Just being surrounded by nature as it heals itself will rejuvenate us. Nature will teach us how to survive. So, trust your conscience to show you the way, and everything else will follow.
Okay. So I'm supposed to follow little light buddy here. Come on. I've enjoyed your voice acting the entire time. I'll follow you. You've effectively been the highlight of the game.
As foretold, you were destined to split the chains of this world. But you're not alone. You filled the ark, and those that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey.
He's so doofy.
Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their light nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your light nature and saved the world. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all.
No?
What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way. A beginning of something new.
All right. And roll credits, I guess? Yep. All in all, I'm not displeased with it. For as much bake time as it definitely had some kind of struggle while they were making it, because they've got all kinds of toys just thrown into the box, and there's a ton of them, but none of them feel either complete or refined in any way. The choice of using the narrator to cover literally every NPC except your conscience thematically works really well, but really hurt. I mean, when the consciences showed up, that was like the best thing, because it gave you a break from just the narrator, and they actually had some personality about them. They probably should have had them just like randomly banter along the way, just to fight with each other, sort of like oh, like in Dragon Age Origins, when your party members would just bicker at each other and mess with each other. That was great. That would have really helped make things feel more interesting here. Granted, it was a solitary journey, but you were never alone because you had both of them and the narrator with you. It'd be even funnier if they were bantering with each other and the narrator had to intervene every once in a while to like stop them. The combat was not great. They had a lot of little interesting elements. The melee, some of the weapons felt interesting, but I wasn't a melee build, so that wasn't going to do me any good. Uh, the guns, once I got automatic rifles, I wasn't going back to anything else. Plain and simple. Uh, building for crit, definitely just smoked enemies. Their choices for making virtually every boss just pure mechanics of whatever random toy you're using was disappointing in a lot of ways, given everything else in the game was about you upgrading other abilities. Completely stripping you of your psi abilities when making when using the other machines was necessary, but really a big hit to the psi builds. Not that it wasn't something you could win if you had a decent weapon, but if you were melee and a psi build, half of the fights would have been a nightmare. Granted, I'd assume if you're a psi build, you're probably not also doing melee, so that's fair. I'd say it's probably worth it when it goes on sale. Yeah, good game to kill a few days with. Maybe hardcore, just blow through it in a weekend or something. At some point in time, if I get interested, I might go back and do some of the random side quests, or maybe think about a new game plus. But I'm rarely interested in a new game plus. But I'll make that decision later. Figure out end things as soon as the credits finish rolling, and then I'll go get some food. I don't know what they were planning on. I really don't get it. They must have had like their whole team split into little pods of like, you're on this and you're on that, and then they all came together and went, "Yep, here's the whole thing." And it's not that the side stuff wasn't rewarding, but finishing all the quests for any given NPC was way more rewarding than doing any of the side quests, like the other random side quests. Splunking all the underground things. There was just so many reused assets that you could catch. Like they didn't do a good job at hiding them. Not that it's a problem per se, but when you catch that they're reusing assets constantly, it starts to feel bad. I don't know what was up with the fur. The fur, even at the highest resolution, still looked off a lot of the time. And not off that it was like out of place, but off like it wasn't rendering at full resolution. So I don't know if that's intended or a bug or whatever. When it comes down to the weapon mechanics, the range that you had access to lock onto people was just too short period uh, when it came to the actual ranged weapons. The melee felt all right, but it was I wasn't going to be good at that no matter how I tried, so that wasn't a problem. I just avoided it. Not that the weapon I got near the end didn't start wrecking people, regardless of my stats. The perks were fairly interesting. Problem with the special abilities was they never felt like it was a good idea to use the special super kung fu abilities as a ranged build. Like they were all so awkward. I don't know how they could fix that. So I don't have any good input there at all. All the different mounts were interesting, but I never really felt much of a need for any of them. I mean, the traversal was nice, but none of them were like, hey, this is a standout, like, transportation method. There definitely wasn't like a flying mount or anything that I ran into. And they were all about the same speed ish. So it never felt like I should grab one over the other. Even the one I got for going after one of the bosses, like, that was just a tool to open up some new areas. It wasn't even like Metroidvania style where it felt like I really needed the tool. But all in all, I'm going to stick with it. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the fact that I think this would be a good game on sale when it drops into one of the big Steam sales and it's like 30% off or something. Definitely worth it. Okay, so that's the end. And we will overwrite with access to New Game Plus.